Did I push the right button here? Coming to you live from the Flagami Studio one more time. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
And we are live, coming to you directly from Miami, Florida. Welcome one more time. I decided to start a little bit earlier today since next week we're going to be early for sure. So, and the original idea was to do this from Pelicamp today, but I decided to come back to Miami a day earlier. And yeah, I thought my mom was going to need me to take her somewhere, and it turns out she doesn't need me to take her there anyway. But it would have been very bad from Pelicamp because the internet has been really, really slow up there. And I wasn't going to activate Starlink for 3 days. You know, I wasn't going to pay Elon $150 for 3 days of internet. So here we are back at the Flagami Studio with 500 megabits per second up and down. Reming Pasión, happy Friday, everybody, from a beautiful sunrise of the Philippines. Well, green is one of these days. We're going to surprise you and take a trip to the Philippines. And the bar is officially open. The bartender has arrived. Hello there. And Max Melendez, happy Friday to you and Ely. Thank you. Barton's RVing surprised me. Cameraman 520, happy Friday from Houston, Texas. And Fabio Lopez, boa tarde, Roberto. Boa tarde. This Nomadic Idea, how are you? From Montana. Did you find property in Arizona? Yeah, actually, that's the video from last Sunday. Eventually, we bought land in the Golden Valley area. And now in this winter we're gonna go back and start developing it. So maybe I'll see you in Quartzsite this winter. Brandon Stargell, hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Brandon. And RVing for the weekend. Howdy from Perry, Florida. We were just there this morning in Perry. Kent Fried Shears from Ohio. Bob Poole, hello from Bob and Verna in Wickenburg, Arizona. Jen on Wheels, hello and happy Friday! Yes! And 1, 2, 3 Lonely Hearts from the Philippines. A lot of people from the Philippines here. And from all over the world. Portsmouth, the UK, hello Rich. And Jim Foster, hello Early, Robert, and all the international Pelican heads. Ready for another exciting night from Miami. Yeah, the one thing about Miami, I don't have to worry about internet, and speed. It always works from here, right? Mark Diazio, hello from North Durham, Toronto. Long-time follower, having a Flying Monkeys IPA. Oh, I'm glad this is my last Texas beer from the trip to the eclipse, right? I believe this is I think it's from Blanco, Texas, or Real Ale Brewing Company from Blanco, Texas. Yes, and this is an Axis IPA. Very good, very good. And as I was saying earlier, cheers to you all, whatever beverage of choice you have. Elda, hello from your Georgia family, ahora desde Miami. Yeah, Elda is visiting us from Georgia. But as I was saying, next next Friday, we're gonna be in the Central European time zone, which is UTC +1, I believe +2 now that is the daylight saving time. But this is the thing; it's gonna be midnight Central European time when we do this, and I don't know if after a day of jet lag I'm gonna be able to do this at this time, so we might do it a little earlier. I don't know exactly when. Rambling Ruben in the house, greetings from upstate South Carolina. And hello Leticia Carver, hello to everyone from the Lost Sea, Tennessee. Remy Pasión, happy Friday, Robert and Pelican Heads from beautiful sunrise of the Philippines. That's my go-to IPA. There you go. So, so that's the story, you know. And I'm sorry, I'm a little low energy today because I drove. I mean, Illy drove also, but it was a stressful drive from Perry to South Florida today. First, thunderstorm was chasing us all the way from Perry up to right after Orlando. And then we had a semi-quiet, uneventful piece of road until we, get to West Palm Beach and then Fort Lauderdale, Miami, the traffic. So, yeah, it's been El Fuego, hello from the Pacific Northwest, hello there. And Willie Cordova from Arkansas, unfortunately working in the hot West Texas oil field. Well, actually, it is incredibly hot here in Miami today. And the most chaotic traffic I've seen in a while. Exploring nature, hi Traveling Robert and everyone, hi to Robert. What is going to be the name of you? You'll call your new property in Arizona. It's gonna be Pelicamp West for now. So somewhere suggesting Pelizona, which it's not a bad name, but I'm just gonna keep the Pelicamp name and then as a suffix, Pelicamp West or Pelicamp North. If I do the next one, I believe if I can find something relatively affordable. It's gonna be a more expensive area, but I'm thinking Pelicamp Appalachia. That would be from Marija Henisch. Oh, you will be in the Central CET time zone. Where will you be? If you come to Germany, Berlin would love to host you. We're gonna be most likely from an Airbnb in Madrid. I mean, if you don't lose the plane, miss the plane or anything like that, it's supposed to be. And I don't know exactly what time I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it as late as possible, is CET time, so it's still not too early for. It's probably gonna be too early for Remy Pasión and our friends in the Philippines or the Far East, like Australia, but yeah. Raul Medina, hello from San Antonio. Hello, Raul. Good to see you here. And Exploring Nature, hello. Journeys by Jay, happy Friday, all. Happy to be here early. Is this the pre-game party? Yes, it is, I thought we were going to be unsupervised, but no, we are. Jim is here. Robert, the Pelican Land Baron. I don't know about that, man, but, what I heard about land, it's... They're not making any more of it, so it's always a good investment. Jeffrey De Bartolo, hi everyone. Caught me by surprise early today. Yeah, I decided to start early, just to get used to me starting earlier. Daniel Rees, Robert, 12 noon Pacific is 9 p.m. Spanish time. Should be, yeah, that might work. It would be 3 p.m. Eastern. I mean, a lot of people are going to be at work and whatnot, but it all depends. Because as you know, I mean, I'm going to be super jet lagged on that first day, but as you probably know, things in Spain happen a little later than here on this side of the world. So 10 p.m. could be the time we go out to dinner, So we don't know. But when I know, I'll schedule it, and I hope to be able to do it from there. And Mary Taylor, hi from Fort Myers. Love your videos as always. Don't you ever get tired and just want to go home? Sometimes, sometimes. And I'm here home more than you would think. I mean, I always have a backlog of videos. And I'm falling a little behind. Sonia, yes, we are supervised today. Hey, Jeffrey DiBartolo and Jim Foster. Sometimes strange things happens when Sonia is unsupervised. Hey, Kevin Bentley. Looks like this land will be easier for you to clear, except for the cholla. I hear that the cholla is like sometimes they have to come with like a carpet that will capture all the needles that stay behind from clearing the cholla, but I'm not gonna make it too complicated. Just like a U-shaped driveway with two stupu through sides and one on each side, and I just cleared the whole center. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna be able to do the septic on that one, but hey, young Dave started without me. What's up with that? Oh well, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. And the Freeloader Adventure. Hello everyone from the beautiful El Paso, Texas. Yeah, we have to get back to El Paso. Hey, Christopher Olson. Hello, all lovely people in the chat. Christopher, next week we're going to be in the same time zone. El Fuego. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Where's my little bell? The campanita. Here we go. Meeting traveling rubber near Pelicamp West before 2030 is on my bucket list. My remaining bucket is pretty much shallow, so by 2030 it would be fantastic. Well, the plan is, in January, February, go back and do some basic developing on the property, and we'll see where that goes. Remin Pasión, if it happens, you build a permanent property on your Arizona land, let's say house, you might want to call it Casa de Roberto Morales. Yes. I might do a permanent structure at my Florida property first. And I already picture myself in 20 years, watching the solar eclipse from my own place, That would be cool. I'm going to be a geezer by then, but hey, there you go. Eric Johnstone, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Hey, Robert, we're about a month into our full-time journey and are loving every second of it. Just pulled into Palmer Gulch, Georgia on the Black Hills. Oh, that's a great KOA. That's a resort, man. That campground doesn't even feel like a campground. That's a little too rowdy for my taste, but that's a beautiful one. Well, congratulations and DG, happy Friday, Robert, and to everyone in the chat from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I just drove through there a couple hours ago. Christopher Olson, we have a heat wave here in Sweden. Let's hope Spain is cooler for you. I was looking at the temperatures, and it looks like it's gonna be hot in the afternoons. There's no other way to put it. Actually, I brought because I had this at Pelicamp, this little USB fan that might come in handy. Because the RV does have USB plugs that work even if you're not connected to power. Young David, Choya, helpful hint, get yourself some tongs, pliers, tweezers, and remove the cactus spines that you will inevitably get stuck with. Yeah, I hear. I'm gonna try to stay away, but El Paso might be my next trip after Phoenix. Have to try the steakhouse Robert showed in his 2019 video. Oh, that Cattleman Steakhouse, that was really good. And we'll have to return to that one at some point because I did that trip solo, so I want to go with Ili. Happy Friday and good evening, Lucky Dog Productions, Jeffrey D. Oh, Lucky Dog is here. Hello, Sue. How are you? And Daniel Riz on the West Coast, we get the same. We get to see the Premier League football games around noon. Lots of folks on the West Coast watch the games during lunch. If you start at 9 p.m., you can go to dinner after. We'll probably do that. Because let's face it, we're going to get there. I mean, the airplane lands, if it lands on time, it lands at 6 a.m. I'm hoping to get an early, check-in at the Airbnb. And then explore a little bit, but we're going to be pooped. So there might be a siesta involved in the mid-afternoon. So we'll see. But I definitely want to broadcast for you guys on that first night in Madrid. Indoors. I'm going to just do it indoors. And Eddie Negrete, happy Friday from El Monte, California. Any updates on Peli West? It's there. We closed. It's, as I mentioned, it's not until January or February that we're going to be able to start get back out west. It's far away for us. Get back out west and develop the property. So, hey, Jackie Roman, happy afternoon. No, good afternoon. I'm not 100% today after driving half of Texas. RV Talk, happy Friday. And Preston, glad. I can't believe you had to do a 20-point turn with your old rig out west. That was funny. Yeah, I thought, I had to revisit that flashback. It was one of those moments that. Hello, happy Friday from rainy Central Kentucky, Big Jim Slade. Well, it was raining North Florida today earlier. And Mr. CLT, Culture, Lifestyle, Travel. Hello, Robert and Haley. No, Robert and all you Pelican heads out there. Well, good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. CLT. Our friend Alex. Daniel Ruiz, last question. Do the restaurants open later on 10 p.m. in Spain, Portugal, like they do in Brazil? I'll tell you. We got a reservations, the only one we could get. Because, this place is super high demand. We got the reservation at El Botín, which is actually is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the oldest continuously operating restaurant in the world. It's like from the 1500s, I forget. And the only reservation they had was for 11:15 p.m. So at that time, we're going to have a heavy cocido or a suckling pig or something, so some heavy Spanish dish that we probably won't sleep that night because the next day we're flying back. So it's one of those things, I don't know. I as you all know, I lived in Spain in my late teens. But it was different times, and we were, just fresh off the raft, as you would, freshly migrated from Cuba, and we didn't have much, so I didn't get to enjoy Madrid to the fullest. But it was a good time, regardless. Tim Lawson, good evening, Robert. What IPA are you drinking? I've got a Goat Island Blood Orange Berliner Weiss. Oh, this is Axis IPA from Blanco, Texas, and it's good. It's the last one I have left from our recent trip. Thank you, Mr. CLT. It's been a while. We have to get together one of these days. Geez, I hope they don't have any desserts left over from opening night at that restaurant. LOL. Well, a good Gran Reserva wine would be good, right? For Raul Medina, wow, oldest restaurant. Looking forward to that video. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research, and it's a touristy place, but I hear it's still the food is legit. So we're hoping. Here's hoping for. And there's a lot of this trip, and I'm super excited, by the way. We're leaving in less than a week. I'm leaving a lot to serendipity and chance, I hear that chances are most restaurants in Spain are going to be good, and that and I'm going to try to mix it up. They have a version of Harvest Hosts, but what they send you a physical book with all the listings. And we ordered it. It's coming from Spain, and now we're going to take it back to Spain with us. But it's a book, and what you do, instead of having a Harvest Host app or whatnot, you just show up at the winery and you show them the book. That's your proof that you are a member. So it's a different system, but it's like I think it's like Harvest Host. They have a whole bunch of wineries, and should be cool, getting a little, doing something a little different, a little out of our comfort zone. Big Jim Slade, the older I get, the more I like the idea of a siesta. In fact, it's getting to be a bit of a habit. But I did have a little bit of a siesta about an hour ago or 2 hours ago. The Curtis family demand the traveling legend himself, Traveling Robert. Well, thank you. Thank you. And we've got William Brody celebrating 26 months as a chief Pelican head. A member for 26 months, man. It's awesome being a member. I'm glad you're a member. And Mr. CLT, definitely next time we're in Flagami, let's do dinner. Absolutely. But we're going to be in Spain for about almost a month, so it's going to be in about a month. Trailer Traveling, happy Friday, Traveling Robert, Eliana Sanchez, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa. Hey, Gord, I think next international trip we should visit you in Ottawa. Alan Parr, hello. Hey, Robert, Ilian mom. Has anybody seen my mom? I did tell her, but I did not tell her we were starting early. So, hey, Golden Anniversary Adventure. Are you still going to Alaska this summer? I'm losing my voice already. That's not great. Bill Glennan, any progress or new plans on the Arizona property? Not yet, not until January. I mean, we're very far away. So it's not like I can, technically, I could fly to Vegas, rent a car. I'm sure there's a hotel in Golden Valley, and actually there's an idea for fall. Scotland Effect, we just a wee hello from all us in Glasgow, Scotland. One of these days. Driving Horizons, sounds like Bread Stops in UK, recently taken over by Harvest Host, I believe. This one is called España Discovery. And I think it was who recommended it? Christopher Olsen. I'm having a slow day. I'm sorry, guys. I think it was Christopher who recommended it, and I went in, ordered the book, and there should be actually it's the tracking is in Spanish, so and the Spanish language, especially the one, the from Spain, it's kind of verbose. So it says latest entrada al centro de tratamiento, which to me means an entry into the treatment center. I imagine this is the distribution center. And that was today at 15:35, and before that it went to the Centro Logístico Internacional de Destino para su entrega. It's a lot more words than we use in English for some reason. Me, yes, sir. Anthony Misirilis. What's up, Robert? Have you ever thought of traveling the Pan American Highway from Central America going south? Maybe. Yes. I'm waiting for them to build the highway on the Darien Gap, which probably won't happen in my lifetime. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm thinking, start getting ready for that, doing a little more international travel, and, start getting a little more away from our comfort zone. Once you travel in your home country, it's like very comfortable, and then I want to get used to traveling in different countries. And of course, for the Pan American Highway, the easiest way, if we like this camper van in Spain, the easiest way to do the Pan American Highway would be with a camper van with a cassette toilet, and that's what we would get. Probably a Winnebago Echo, if I still have my relationship with Winnebago by then. A Winnebago Echo would be outstanding for the Pan American Highway because it's all-wheel drive, a cassette toilet that you can dump potentially in all these places. So we'll see. Robert, you could set up a big billboard on that new property advertising your interest. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm excited. I'm excited to finally have a piece of Arizona. um, Old Lady Spear, what do you do to secure the inside of your trailer before you travel? Ever have cold IPAs fall out of the fridge when you open it? What's your favorite national park? Well, in the fridge we have these refrigerator bars that we didn't need as much with the older RV refrigerators, but all these new 12-volt refrigerators, they're built more like residential, and things tend to fall off. We have those refrigerator bars, and we just make sure that that we have, the latch that locks the refrigerator in place. By the way, everybody say hello to my mom. Hello, I'm here. Greetings to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Love, Mom. And Mom is here. Rambling Ruben, I've heard that Castilian Spanish is very different. True? It would be like the difference between American English and maybe some of the the British, dialects, like the hard to understand accents, and some words are different, but some words are different between, for example, Cuban, Mexican, Argentine, Spanish. Some words are three totally different languages, and I think that the Spanish from the continent, from Spain, is like more like a common root, if you will, but. For a Spanish speaker, it's not difficult to understand, I don't think. Christopher Olson, I'm envious of all the yummy food you will eat in Spain. I'm really looking forward to it. Trailer traveling, going to be in Vegas for a few weeks. Is the Sphere worth it? How about the upgraded seats you had versus the $79 seats? I mean, it's probably not worth it. I mean, I'm going to be the first one to say that, just because it is so expensive, the Sphere. But if you're going to spend the money and perhaps are thinking of buying some food or something to drink inside, I will go for broke and just pay for the director's seats. I got the one below, I paid $150. For the experience, and it's just to experience the cutting edge of technology, what can happen. But maybe a concert, maybe something. But the movie, the Postcards from Earth and whatnot, I mean, you're in Vegas, everything is expensive. If you go with that mentality, $150 for 45 minutes of entertainment, yeah, it is. I mean, it is what it is. Tap Channel, hello. How are you doing back in Florida? Greetings from sunny Chicago. Hello. Hello, Chicago. We may be going to Chicago sooner than later, believe it or not. Beth Kramer, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. David and I went to La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie to look at mini Winnebagos. Such a difficult decision, because there are so many different models to choose from. Nowadays, yes. When I bought my original Micro Mini 10 years ago almost, this year is our 10th anniversary, we know that the only Micro Mini that they had was the one that we bought, that's the 1706. All the other ones were minis, which were a foot wider, and there were all these different colors that eventually faded. But yeah. The Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo. So yeah, Beth Kramer. The short answer, it's you have to narrow it down to what you think you'll need, and I mean it is. Mandalorian. Tell you what, after the trip through that Alaska off-road, you've become an expert in securing items for RV traveling. And one other thing, securing things like to the table, and we can do a mixture of command hooks and nanotape. Nanotape is amazing. Golden anniversary. Hey Robert, we're the route in reverse this time. The Cassiar up and the Alcan back. Bad fires on the Alcan in northern BC. It seems like fires are sadly. Hey, gas stop. Hello there. Greetings from the Netherlands. RVers, keep it safe. I saw a message here that I can't find. Hey, Garza's on the road. Hello, Robert Pelicamp, hands and moderators. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How is it? Is it hot in Naples? Because it is hot in South Florida. I mean, air temperature, it's, hold on. Let me just dismiss all. Air temperature is like 95, but with the heat index, with the humidity, they said it was like 100 and something. So, Celeste GG, hi everyone, just got off work, so a little late getting here, but it's the weekend, so I'm excited, and I cannot hide it. 61 Caddy on Route 66. Rick Steves in the new millennium is traveling rubber soon to be on PBS when he becomes that geezer in Arizona. Geezer at the wheel. Thank you for that super chat, John Davidson. Thank you. You just got tricked into reading an ad. Tell them you expect your check expediently. There you go. Yeah, I know, gas stop. Christopher also, no IPA today. Thank you for reminding me. I'm having my last Axis IPA from Texas. Are you expecting any rain in Spain? I've heard it's mainly on the plains. The southern portion of Spain, where I'm going to spend most of my time, is a little bit of a desert. In fact, some of the western spaghettis, they filmed them in Almeria, in that area, just in the southern Spain. So I'm hoping for good weather. Michelle K, hello, I'm listening. Daniel Riz per folders. Many Madrid restaurants open at 9 p.m. for dinner, and most Madrileños won't even think about dinner until 10. But there are also some of the heavily touristed areas that do open at 8. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to shift my whole time, right? And anyway, the curious fact about Spain. Spain is in the wrong time zone. Spain, you should be UTC. If you look at it on a map, they're like straight, the Greenwich meridian goes through Spain. So they should be really an hour earlier. So in summer in Spain, it could be 10 p.m. and you still, there's still not daytime, but it's kind of a glow in the sky. It doesn't get dark until very, very, very late because they're in the wrong time zone. They decided, yeah, we want to be in the same time zone as France and Germany and everybody else in Central Europe, but they really belong in the Greenwich Mean Time. But yeah, we're gonna try to not make it as early a morning as we usually do, and we're gonna spend most of our time just touring and filming. I don't expect to have to edit much video over there, and Ili is on vacation, so we're not gonna be working from the road in that sense. Mr. Roboto, nice choice, Robert, at Golden Valley, Arizona. We liked our visit. It grows on you. Yeah, I can't wait to spend some more time over there. Jeremy Visser, Florida and Utah are out. What state would you live in and why? Oh man, Florida, Arizona. I mean, I already bought land there. I like Arizona. I just get good vibes from the state, the scenery. I love the scenery in California. It's just I don't want to pay $7 in gas. That's but other than that, um, I love Georgia. Um, yeah, those are about it. I mean, I haven't spent enough time in the Northeast to make an educated decision here, and I really like some of the parts of the Midwest as well. Every time you mention your trip to Spain, I get an image of a fresh cooked paella marinera loaded with lobster and a cold red sangria. Let me tell you, the paella I think we're gonna have, because it's something that we've never had, is the Valenciana, which actually has very little seafood. It has rabbit and other stuff. And we figured, since we are going to be in Valencia, let's have the most Valencian paella possible. So we already made a reservation at a place, actually. Those are the two things that we're not leaving to chance: the paella and the oldest restaurant in the world. Are you going to northern Spain, Galicia? Some amazing Celtic Spanish music there. Not on this trip, but we will. In another trip. We only have 3 weeks, and there's so much. By the way, Red Jaguar 100 travels. Hello to my friend Traveling Robert and my Pelican Head family. We're not even going to Barcelona. I was hoping to go to Barcelona, but it's just as it is. Hey, Jim in DC, happy Friday. I started watching your latest video. I haven't finished it yet, but I started watching it today. Steve Gibbling, have fun in Spain, and you try to go a flamenco show, which is awesome. Ole! Hey, Natalie Driscoll, sorry I'm late. Well, better late than never. And the way next week, Natalie, it might be a little too early for you, because I'm going to be in a time zone that, yeah. Oh man, this is good beer. Hey, Bob Leach, happy Friday. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. And hello, friends. Big Guitar 415. Hey, Robert. Hola, Robert. Just found your videos most recently, still in America in 2019. Looking forward to continuing watching more of your entertaining journeys. Thank you for all you do. No, you're very welcome, and welcome to our Pelican Head family here. Journeys by Jay. Yeah, Cali is awesome, but you need to make $1 million a year to live there. Yeah, I'm still a few videos away from that. But I would love to visit at least once a year. Jamu, hey, Robert from Northern California, Texas. There are certain parts of Texas that I really like. Your area of Texas, particularly, that San Antonio, Austin corridor, and Hill Country. Yeah, and Dallas. I really fell in love with Dallas when we were there. Anthony Miserilis. I love going back to the old country Greece in June. Summer solstice, sunset is at 11:50 p.m. Well, 8:45-ish in North Texas. Yeah. Oliver DeVries. Robert, are you going to do the RV live chat while in Spain? Yeah, it's going to be a little earlier. And the first one is going to be like, be on the lookout. It depends how I feel. I'm going to be jet lagged on that first night. Some have suggested that I do it at 9 p.m. my time, which is going to be noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So, how much video computer equipment are you taking your trip? I'm taking 3 cameras plus the drone. I'm taking my laptop and 2 hard drives. I doubt I'm going to edit much. on the trip. I'm not taking like microphone or anything like that. It's gonna be a but jamón serrano, please. Oh, absolutely. I'm so looking forward to it. You need to show Spain on the map. Back there, yeah. Live stream from Spain, as long as there's internet, you know. And I'm testing out one of these eSIM companies that they give you international data plans. And with my AT&T, I have a plan that I pay. They charge me by the day. I mean, it's a little on the expensive side, but I'm gonna have my number, my data plan, you know, so it might work out. In the case, even though I'm not doing like production, I'm not gonna be doing uploading or anything like that while I'm in Spain. Hopefully not. We still need to have data, right? And hopefully the Airbnb that we're gonna be on our first night has Wi-Fi. Robert, thank you from Diana Ashkenazi. Thank you so much for your videos. They are a great part of my hobby. Finally, after 7 years of my lovingly planning to get an RV. My question is, what do you do with Berkey between travels? It's right now in Minitini 4, we have a space for it, so it stays there. It stays there in Minitini 4. And yeah, we love it. We love to use it when we're going to be more than 1 or 2 days at the same spot, you know. JB Navarro, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Lyrics, My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady. I've seen that play before, sometime. Celeste G, I'll be visiting Golden Valley soon. Gotta check out the pizza and burger places. They can have a big meetup with all the people of Arizona and surrounding area. Yep. Well, let me know if you find a good place. Thanks for sharing. Didn't know about the paella valenciana. Yeah, the valenciana is like, and it's not like the soupy paella you get sometimes. It's very, it's almost like a crust. You know, it's just look for Mark Wins. I don't know if you guys know Mark Wins. He makes a living out of traveling the world and trying different foods. So I'm going to the same place he went. Bob Leach, I should know this, but have you RV'd in Mexico? No, not yet. But if I get the new RV that I'm thinking I might get this winter, we're gonna try to make it to Baja. I mean, we have a lot of big plans. Developing a Pelicamp West, going to Quartzsite, maybe flying back to the Tampa RV show, going back to Quartzsite, and maybe then going to Mexico. We'll see. Beaver Aviation Traveling Robert, like your videos, it's taught me what there is to see in the USA, and there's a lot to see in the USA. Amaranto Cabrera, happy Friday, my friend. Robert, long time it's been working a lot, my friend. Well, someone's got to do it, right? Hey, Beaver been watching for 3 years now. Christopher Olson, are you going to Gibraltar? It's supposed to be a tax-free with cheap diesel and gas. We are, but I don't think we're driving into Gibraltar. There's a large parking lot at La Linea, which is the Spanish town right before the border. Which, by the way, the border is the airport. It's a very cool concept of that. I'm thinking of maybe walking the border and then catching a taxi or something to the center of town. Jim in DC, thanks, Robert. I'm glad to finally get one out there. Yes. I'll finish watching it tonight. Greetings from very warm Antelope Valley, California. It seems like it is warm everywhere, right? The cast comes off my foot this week. Can start planning the trip to the UP. Hey, congrats. Well, when the boot came off my foot last year, I was like thrilled. Old Lady Spear, what makes you love pelicans so much? I know they're a cool animal, and I mean it's it's just a peculiar animal, and there's a lot of them in Florida, and many other places for that matter. Yeah, I don't know. It's unique. If Cali is expensive, imagine at Monaco where they race F1. Little known fact: we were in Monaco back in ever so briefly back in 2006. Yeah. Folks, check out Carlos Núñez, Galician Piper. His music will get you into the Spanish frame of mind. Yeah, Galician, it's the culture is it's kind of they have like the bagpipes like they do in Scotland. It's that Celtic culture a little bit, which is totally different. You know, Spain is such a diverse country in that sense. Let me reset the chat here. I'm gonna go back up a little bit, just because. Maxine Oliver, do you pick out the last lot from the last episode? Yes, we did. That's Pelicamp West, as you would call it. Young Dave, pelicans aren't doing so good in California. Hundreds are sick and dying of starvation. No cause has been determined yet. Yes, I saw that. I saw it on a Facebook reel or something like that. Yeah, it's very sad and very. Yeah, I wonder, is the Pacific running out of fish or something? I don't know. Diesel in San Antonio is $3.15. Yeah, one reason to go to Texas is gas prices, that's for sure. Raúl Medina, my family is in Monterrey, Mexico, so we know the town in and out if you ever want to visit someday. Yeah, Monterrey, that's where they make Topo Chico. Little, I don't know where I got that from, but yeah, I would love to. I think this winter I might do Baja, just because it's like the beaten path, right? But I would love to visit Monterrey for sure. Not sure about Spain. I just went to Portugal in December and got a SIM card from Mio for $30, unlimited internet for 30 days. Maybe you should walk into a phone store and ask. Maybe you're surprised. Yeah, I'm thinking I might do that as soon as I get to Madrid, because the deal I got, and it's not gonna be a commercial, but it's gonna be an affiliate thing. It's not an unlimited card, so I'm not sure. I might be able to get an unlimited. If I can get an unlimited eSIM for my phone, I might do that. And then I'll communicate through WhatsApp, right? Big Jim Slade, do you plan to go to the Basque region on your trip to España? No Basque region on this trip. There's just not enough time, and we want to visit Ili's family. She has a niece that moved to Alicante, so we want to go visit them as well. And we don't want to be like all over the place putting, 3,000 kilometers on that van, which is, by the way, not unlimited kilometers. So we're going to stick to the south, and maybe next year or even in the fall, sometime as soon as possible, we'll continue exploring other parts of Spain, or even the other European countries, of course. Christine Hooray. Hi Robert, happy Friday from southern New Jersey. Love the channel, thank you. And we're going to Jersey this summer. One warning, okay, Christopher Olson, let's get it from the expert, from our local expert here. One unlimited card in Europe is not really unlimited. They can throttle you to a lower speed if you use lots of data. And that would be me, but yeah, at least you still have a little bit of data and you don't have to pay extra, right? Which I don't think I'm going to be uploading any videos while I'm there. I have 2 videos to finish before we leave, and I'm gonna try to finish those. Are you planning on to use train transportations for some areas in Spain? Probably not on this trip. That's why we're renting the camper van. Of course, I'm gonna get a 3-day card for the public transit in Madrid, and yeah, maybe we'll take a train somewhere. You know, if we don't wanna take the van into a certain place, but we're not gonna take the high-speed rail that they have, the AVE train. We're not gonna take it. I don't think so. Mr. Roboto, are you running low on High Alive beer? I haven't had High Alive in a while. You know, I got so much beer that I brought back from Texas. Jersey, love Jersey. Yeah, we're going to be going to, I don't know, a little meetup they're having called NJ24. I don't know. Sonia knows some more about it. And I believe Jim in DC is going to be there, and the Red Jaguar, and it's going to be like a party. Christopher Olson, some throttle you after 30 or 50 gig in one day, but some let you stay over in your app and get 5-10 more gig that day. All right, I don't think I'm going to be using 30 to 50 gigs in a day, but then you can use the train song, yeah, right? And I saw the previous comment about Topo Chico, so yeah, I did know that. Starlink has cell to satellite. They have already that. I don't know how expensive and what areas though. And I was thinking of taking Starlink to Spain, but I'm not gonna. You know, I've already taken too many things. Celeste GG, how about some likes for Traveling Robert's channel? Yes, absolutely. Why do people say smash that like button? So yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer. There are international SIM apps like Airalo Digital SIM, where you can change on the app as you move through different countries. Yeah, we're gonna do something similar to that, but the good question here is RV rental very expensive, and do they charge by the kilometer? I mean, it is not as expensive as what we paid here for El Monte and what's the other one? Cruise America. You know, I can't remember exactly how much it was. It was like $100 per day, and they include like 50 kilometers per day or 100 kilometers per day, something like that. I'll show you my receipt from Indie Campers on the next one. I didn't think it was like prohibitively expensive. It's gonna be a couple grand for the whole 3 weeks, something like that. JD McCord 87, hello from San Antonio, Robert. Me and my wife love your videos. Heading to the west. Oh, I would love to head to the west, into the sunset. William Brody, of course you're gonna be there too. I can't wait to meet everyone in person. Woohoo! NJ24, yes. What is the NJ24? Is it open to NN? What's NN? I don't know. Rick LeBlanc, greetings, Robert, from the Maine coast, opening our summer place this weekend. Carol and I would be watching your adventures, the Tour de France and the Olympics this summer for sure. What's the exchange rate? I don't know. Right now, I think the dollar is worth just a tiny little more than the euro. I don't know. What's the exchange rate from euro to dollars?
€1 equals $1.09.
I stand corrected. The euro is worth a little more than the dollar. Hey, Jill69, how are you? And to non-YouTube content makers. Oh, there you go, Michelle K. Mr. Roboto. You beat me to it. It is expensive to rent in the USA, especially with crappy Aussie dollar. You should come here. We'll be cheap for you guys. Yeah, we gotta rent like one of those, to hit the outback, one of those expedition vehicles, that. You guys doing a meetup? What did I miss? Well, it's not my meetup, but we're attending a meetup in New Jersey, and I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona. You're waiting for the big one, right? That's what I gather. Yeah. I'm running out of beer, but we're not running out of time yet. And Jerome, at not only Driscoll, the dollar is strong in Canada too. It makes for a cost-effective vacation. Actually, I loved going to Canada because I don't know how it is now, but when we went into Canada last year, going through to Alaska, if it was $100, I know it was like 76 American. So it really worked out. Are you coming to Alaska? Maybe next year. Are you going to see flamenco dancers or bullfight or other Spanish traditions? Classic flamenco I'm not really that much into, but in Seville or in most of Andalusia they have it's a version of flamenco called sevillanas, and that type of music I really like. So we may do, and they have them sometimes like out on the streets. Bullfighting, probably not. It's something that I might want to see at some point, but not on this trip. Good times watching you and drinking beers with you. Yeah. You're not cheap, Robert. 20 cents per dollar, USA Canadian. 27 cents per dollar. The beer clock is running fast today. Yeah, right? Because I started early, that's what happens. RV DJ sneaking a beer onto Robert's desk again. Yeah, thank you, Sonia. I still have a little bit here. I have to save a little bit just in case there's another super chat. NJ24 reminds me of liver and onions. No liver and onions. Nicely nosy. Hi, Robert. What did you have for dinner? Love your food. It looks delicious. Actually, today we had a late breakfast at Burger King, of all places. It was tasty. I know it wasn't healthy, but we were on the road. And as soon as we finish, we're probably gonna order from one of our favorite places here. No cooking today. No cooking today. Hello from Massachusetts. Jack Daniels and Coke. It doesn't like it. What do I like? Oh, by the way, Jeff Ellis, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. And now I'm out of here. Have fun. And no more bullfighting in Spain. No bullfighting. No magic spoon. I still have some magic spoon. They sell them in Publix now, but I haven't done a magic spoon commercial in a while, so no. Don't forget to go to Alhambra. Yes, Alhambra is definitely on the list, since we're gonna, doing mostly southern Spain. So I've been to Alhambra, but it was 1988, and I cannot remember much of it. I mean, I do. I was 17, but it's been a while. I agree, Sonia. Liver and onions, it's illegal. Maybe because I had too much liver as a kid. It's one of those things that, if I'm starving in the middle of the deserted island and all I can get is a liver, I'll eat it. I know it's nutritious, but it's not something. Magic spoon is $10 a box in our local store. Well, it's hard. It's expensive to make, cereal that is not cereal. I'm not gonna call it fake cereal, but yeah. Uh, yeah, it's $10. That's insane. Jeffrey McCommon, 65 degrees in Oregon. Let's all move to Oregon right now. That's it. Mr. Robato, heard Havana Harris was good. I haven't eaten there in a while. I heard it was sold, and now it used to be like one of these old school hardcore Cuban restaurants. Now it's half Peruvian, half Cuban. And I've heard mixed reviews, but we'll order, and we'll go there. Actually, it's relatively close to our house, and we might give you a review. Maybe I should start reviewing Miami restaurants. El Mandalorian, how would you describe what are tapas now? And you were, how would you describe what are tapas now that you are thinking about the trip to Spain? And this is the thing, and what I've heard, like as you know, tapeo, which is like bar hopping in Spain. You just order a drink, like a beer, and they bring you a tapa, whatever they have, and the tapa is free. It's not like here that they're actually tapas bar that you buy tapas, and you can buy tapas there too. There's tapas, and then there's portions or porciones, which is a little bigger, and then there's like a platter, you know, like regular. So yeah, I don't know. Paula had a lot of the magic cereal, spoon cereal. Is now in the trailer, ready for breakfast on the road. Yeah, I still have. I have it once in a while. I like it. I like it with Greek yogurt. Believe it or not, that's how I eat it. Christopher Olson, calamares de campo is supposed to be good, but I'm scared about calamares. Feels weird to eat. Yeah, Eli doesn't like calamares. I don't mind calamares. The one that I don't really like calamari, by the way, it's calamari. Yeah, it's but like octopus, you know, the really chewy one, I'm not too crazy about. But I'll have some calamari for sure. The Lost Star viewers, thank you for that super chat. The rain, shine, good, bad. You're in Spain, so cool. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good time. I'm camper vanning in Spain. I don't know if it's gonna be. You know, I don't even know if we're gonna. It depends on the temperature. If it is gonna be like 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what, like 40 Celsius, one night or two we might throw our hands up in the air and say forget it and go to a motel. But the old ladies' beer tipping in Spain is not customary, but sometimes expected of Americans. How are you going to handle that? What I hear, and I'm going to speak to them in Spanish, so they might think that I'm just another Cuban immigrant, right? I might, you know, they say, you know, tips are not required but welcome. And usually, I mean, you don't have to give like 20% unless it is like a really touristy place. So usually you just round it up to the next whole euro or whatnot. So I don't know. We'll take it one tip at a time. Maxine Oliver, that was a good looking omelet that you made on your cooking segment. Yeah, I love omelets. And Spain is famous for their omelets. So calamari on the grill. I love pulpa. I'm worried though. Pulpa will be octopus, yeah. Salamanca, Robert, beautiful, and the monastery at San Lorenzo de Escorial. We're going to try to go to Escorial because it is relatively close to Madrid. So on our way back to Madrid, we're going to try to do that one. But vagando everywhere por todos lados. Robert's food review. Not enough flavor of cumin, paprika, or cooking wine. Well, I believe, you know, Spanish cuisine is, in that sense, simpler than what I do, right? They do paprika on like the sausage, chorizo, but they don't do a whole lot of comino and oregano. I think the food is mostly garlic and onion based, but I'm not sure, you know. I'll give you a food report. A full report when we come back or from there. Calamares with soy sauce and lemon as a dip is also Should not overcook calamari. LOL, I spelled it wrong, sorry. Fried calamari with Diablo sauce. That's RVing. Van, car, truck, trailer, U-Haul, Vespa. It's still RVing. There you go. You should rent a Vespa in Italy and add, tow like a tiny little trailer. You guys are making me hungry now. The rice with calamares has a dark color, but when done right, it tastes delicious with tostones. That's the one with the ink from the octopus, right? And Sena, obviously. Road trip in June, California to Montana. Hey, that's the way to do it. I love Montana. I love California. I just love everywhere with mountains and desert and lakes, and you know what I mean. Miles and I have been seriously thinking of moving our home base from Illinois to northern Florida. What's your opinion? Florida is a beautiful state, but it gets really hot down here, and humid. So, Michelle K., you sound more excited about this trip than Alaska. I am in a way. No, I was super excited about Alaska too, but my ancestors are from Spain, so I'm kind of looking forward to rediscovering some of that. Hey, Stephen Loy, it's been a while. Hello, Robert and Neely, you're making me hungry talking about calamari. I know, not me. It's not my fault. It's everybody here on the chat, talking about food. And I'm getting hungry. All I have in my stomach was a double cross sandwich from Burger King this morning and some hash browns. We stopped at Burger King. Guilty pleasures, what can I say? Did you think it's smarter to bring a camper from a dealer near the region you're looking at full-timer, or do you think it's better to purchase from a dealer near your home base? It depends. I think it's if it is a different state, I might. It all depends what state it is, right? Taxes. Cost of importing the rig from one state to another. But I'm not sure. Importing Starship from South Carolina to Florida, it was almost easier for me to move to South Carolina. Christopher Olson, 10% tip is enough if you want to tip for excellent service, and normally only tip in restaurants. Yeah, that's what I heard. And not even that much, but I guess 10%. I guess I'll be nice and try to tip more. But it would be great if you did some Spanish restaurant reviews so we learn where to go for good food. I'm going to try to do that. And as you know, I usually just show the food and not much more. But on this trip, I want to try to film a little more, especially at the more iconic restaurants. So, the Gonzo Book. Thank you for that super chat. Hello from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. What's up, Robert? He's having a great time chatting with you guys. I'm out of beer. And I'm literally out. I don't have a second beer. I'm out of, completely out of beer. So, oh man. Didn't you purchase land in Williams? No, we ended up doing a Golden Valley. I was really tempted about Williams, and I'm not discounting the fact that I may buy some land in Williams in the future if I have the money. I mean, because it's all about location, right? I think that the location farther west in Golden Valley is great for it, but it's still a winter property. It's not a summer property as it would be in Williams. So I need a place for a summer property where it doesn't get like very, very super, super hot. It could be on the Oregon coast for all we know. Robert, we just took ownership of our Perry, Florida property. We'd love to see you sometimes. Hey, congratulations. As I've been saying earlier in the live stream, we're going to Spain soon, but so we're not going to be going to Perry. until we come back from Spain. Jeffrey Di Bartolo, thank you for that super chat. Have a great trip to Spain. I'm leaving tomorrow from Pennsylvania to South Dakota for 1 month. That's the longest trip we're doing with the RV. Well, I hope you have a great time. I know you're going to have a great time in South Dakota. So much to see. Just watch my video and yeah. I have to get back to work. Have a safe trip and enjoy your vacation. Thank you. Thank you, Gord, and I will. It's going to be more of a vacation than other trips. Just because I've been trying to work ahead, so I don't have to be like editing all the time. I wanna, it's such a trip, across the Atlantic. I wanna spend most of my time over there, enjoying and filming, so I can show you guys. How is Alma? My mom is she's frail, a little frail, but her eyesight is getting better, and we're thinking of going to a cruise, going on a cruise after this trip. To Spain. Jim in DC, I like North Georgia, neighboring western South Carolina. It's an interesting area. Went to college there. It's a beautiful area. The foothills of Appalachia. Yeah. That might be the next Pelicamp. I just need to, save some money. Big James Slade, aka Santa Claus, Traveling Robert. It was cheap and easy to license our vehicles in Naples when we moved from Kentucky. In fact, once bought a vehicle in Kentucky after moving to Florida, and the dealer licensed it in Florida. Hey, maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I went to the wrong tag agency, but they gave me a hard time. Someone feed Robert. I feel a show coming on from Spain. Hey, I'm looking forward to that paella. That's for sure. Valentin Flinku. Hi Robert, sorry to be coming so late, but I'm at work. Greetings to Ileana and your mom. What I missed? Oh, you missed the best part. I started. We've just been talking about, that the next live stream might be a little earlier because I'm going to be in a different time zone. So, of course you thought of this. Are your passports current and not within 6 months of expiring? We just renewed ours before a recent trip to Quebec City. Yes, they are. And I have like 2 years left on mine. Elise expires next year, so she's going to have to renew hers soon before we go on another international trip. So yeah, Softito. Storm warning in Michigan. Be careful up there. I just got back from 4 great days in Pismo Beach. I wanna go back to Pismo Beach. If you ever make it back here, try the Lizard Mouth IPA by Figueroa Brewery. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, that's probably as part of that ambitious winter trip that I'm thinking, in January, February, going to Quartzsite, developing Pelicamp West, going to Mexico. Pismo Beach might be part of that trip too. I just want to explore California a little more. Nicely nosy, East Coast Spain is amazing. I grew up a lot in South Spain, Marbella. Well, Marbella, we're gonna. That's one of the ritziest places in the world that I've seen. So I'm really looking forward to Marbella. Kevin Bentley, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. Check out the posters in Marbella. It's an eye opener. There's this marina. Puerto Banús. I mean, I've been to the area before, twice actually. It's like, and I don't know if it is like that still, but they have like these huge mega yachts that belong to like the king of Saudi Arabia, and that stuff is like, yeah. The Madrid version of crema catalana. Yeah, that's like a creme brulee. Yeah, delicious. I'm looking forward to everything. Oh, man. If you can play with the guys in Spain, the Gypsy Kings, do. I need to do a music. I need to compose something in the style of the Gypsy Kings, right? Global entry, it is awesome. Yeah, I have to get me that. Puerto Banús, yes. So yeah, everybody, we're running out of time here. I've been out of beer for a while, so I'm gonna start wrapping this one up because, believe it or not, I'm hungry. But before the Gonzo book, thank you for that super chat. I was in the island of Mallorca, Spain in 1989. I was thinking of taking a ferry to the Balearic Islands, but it's not gonna work for a day trip. And so we'll do Mallorca on another trip. And Letitia Carver, thank you for that super chat. Enjoy your trip, safe travels, excited for y'all. Thank you. And the Lost RVers, Oceano Dunes, Pismo Beach is the quartzite with an ocean view. Must go, Robert. Great meetup location. Well, but let's do it after quartzite. We'll camp right there in the sand, you know, hanging out. We'll eat at that place with all the pelicans. The place that has the clam chowder on a bun. Last call for alcohol, closing time. One last call for alcohol. So take your whiskey or beer. So until next time, don't forget a thumbs up. Thank you. Don't forget Gibraltar. Yes, Gibraltar. We're gonna try to make it to Gibraltar. It's a very peculiar place. They speak Spanish, just like in Miami. Just a different accent of Spanish or Spanglish. Did I say Spanish? They speak Spanglish. You know, so it's pretty cool. Where's my guitar? And don't tell anybody I still haven't tuned my guitar. Caravan down Highway 1. Let's plan for it. Rolling. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. I think in Spain they call it the camper van a furgoneta. So we're gonna have to write a song. I'm riding my furgoneta. No, I don't know what rhymes with that. Anyway. Thank you so much, all of you, for spending, an hour of your Friday evening with us here. As I mentioned, next week, different time zone, different location, and un poco más de feta, yes, says Mandalorian. Probably gonna be next week around 3 p.m. ish Eastern. Around 9 p.m. ish Central European time, noon California time. So, and Rem in Pasión, you're gonna have to set your alarm clock much earlier. I'm not saying, just saying. See you guys next week, sometime, somewhere. Have a great weekend. Great weekend to you guys.